with something to say.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Prissy is with me today. Got me driving all around everywhere.
She said, go ahead.
And I don't appreciate it.
Woo. You going to Old Navy?
I sure ain't.
Oh.
I'll get mad with Old Navy.
But they got perfect dresses for you.
No, they don't.
To that store?
That's just slim chicks.
A little baby chill.
Y'all, okay. Now, what I want to talk to y'all about today is, but before we get to this video, like, comment, subscribe, give this video not one but 2 thumbs up. Look, this video is for people that has gotten remarried or in a long-term relationship that have children, male or female. Let me just tell y'all something. Have your personal business and financial business in order. And what I mean by that, even if you have to draw up a will to make sure that your kids are taken care of in case of death or anything like that. Now, I'm gonna just tell you, and this is just me personally speaking, I believe in insurance. So what I've always done, even when I didn't make a whole lot of money, because I get it, I get it, I get all of it, but I always lived my life and budgeted my money based on my necessities. Meaning, if my insurance costed $100 a month, life insurance, I mean, and I only made $1,800 a month, I'm already living off 17, basically. That's 17 is what's paying my bills, because that insurance is going to be paid. Period, point blank. You have to learn to live in your means to make sure you have what you need. So my insurance is going to be paid. I've had a job, my last job, I had disability insurance where I had hospitalization, cancer policies, like an Affleck policy, and I still have that ongoing to this day. Because let me tell y'all something, in life, things are going to happen. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Now, I'm telling y'all, everyone that's listening to this video, everyone under the sound of my voice, we all know that things are going to happen. Things are going to happen in life, whether we like it or not. My purpose for this video is just to help someone to make the decision to make sure your kids are taken care of, that your kids have something to fall back on, that your loved ones could bury you without going through the headache of trying to collect money, because they're already grieving. They're already going through. Their mind ain't right. It's a lot on them to have to try to collect money, which a lot of people do, because so many of us, we go unexpected, and it's the main word we use. Oh, it was so unexpected. I don't agree with that. It's unexpected because you didn't know their death was untimely, but you know that you need some type of coverage to bury your loved ones. That we all know. So we you just got to be real about that. So, but anyway, the purpose of this video is to talk about having insurance, getting insurance, making sure you have insurance, making sure you leave things in place like a will or something. So in my case, I don't have a will, but I have things set up where my 2 children is 50-50, period. So that, and I am in a long-term relationship. If you those of you that don't know, his name is Charles, and him and I have a policy. And the policy that we have is between him and I. Something happens to him, I'm good. Something happens to me, he's good. But that's totally separate from, oh, thank you. That's totally separate from my children. See what I'm saying? Because when something happens to a person, I don't care how close you are, I don't care how much love was between y'all, it's just something about that money situation that causes a wedge between your relationships now. It causes a wedge between your relationships. And it's a lot of heartache. So that's how I handle my business. It's one over here and it's one over there. But in the policies that we have, Charles pays for to make sure we're both covered. So if something happens, in any case, and even on the policy that I have with him, I have my children as a contingent because something can happen to me and him, you know? And same like when he has a daughter, you know, she's a contingent. Something happens, you know, she'll be taken care of in that case as well. You have to look out for your kids, because let me tell you one thing. Stepmama, stepdaddy, first of all, you really don't know how much a person like your children while you living. I'm just keeping it real. You know, they may hee-haw, they may tolerate your kids, they may deal with them because you have to deal with them, or whatever, or you know, because they're your children. But not all step parents like your children now. I'm gonna tell you that off the gate. They can hee ha ha, but you can tell how much they care about your children while you living. You can tell. You can see it. You can tell. You know, like me, I was a child that grew up with a stepmother. And my stepmother, at the end, I found out that she was really envious of me and my dad's relationship because she was never ever able to have children. And she was envious, not envious when she wanted to hurt me, but she wished that she could give my dad what my mom gave my dad, which was a child. And so we had kind of rocky times because not realizing it was just a matter of her wishing that she could have a child. You know, I thought the lady just had an attitude, was just mean. But as I grew older, and once she passed away, I realized, you know, not that she didn't really like me, but, and I don't know, maybe she didn't, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking that maybe it was because she couldn't have children, blah, blah. But anyway, so with my dad had everything straight, and my dad had everything straight, you know, Sabrina, Love and DJ. When I had children, he put things, me, Sabrina, Love, and DJ, he had things together. His wife did pass before him, but you got to have those things in writing, because like I said, people, especially them step parents, you watch your wife. If you a man, you married, and you got kids, and you married to another woman, watch your wife. Watch how she treats your kids. The way she treats your kids while you living, that's how she gonna treat your kids if something happens to you. Check it out. She don't call your kids now, she ain't gonna call them if something happened to you. If she don't deal with them now, she ain't gonna deal with them then. She probably won't even see them again. So you need to have your mess in order so that if something happens, all they gotta do is go pick up papers or go to the lawyer office or whatever. But y'all, make sure you look out for your kids. Especially you've been married 5 years. Your kids been your kids all your life. So you better make sure they're straight. Because that ex-wife you have, or I mean that wife that you got, or that husband that you got, as soon as you dead and gone, you think they're going to be staying single? Most of them going to find somebody else. So you best look out for your children. And I'm not saying don't look out for your spouse, but I'm saying put it in writing to make sure that your kids are taken care of. Period. If something happened to me, Love and DJ don't have to deal with Charles if they don't want to. They ain't got to go to him, oh, I need help burying my mama, or I got a so-and-so, or did my mama leave any policies? Oh, no. They don't ever have to do that, because I have a relationship with my kids where they already know what time it is. You know, and me and Charles has been together a long time. And he's a wonderful person. But like I said, things and people change when something like death occurs. People change. So I don't want that for my children. I don't want them to have to be trying to figure out, you know, scrape up and call this one and call that one. Hell, they're gonna be going through enough, you know, just accepting the fact that I'm no longer here. So if I can make it easier for them, that's what I want to do. So I hope you all just, you know, give that some thought. And I know it's hard out here. I get all of it. I'm a single parent. I raised 2 children by myself. I've had jobs. I've had 2 jobs at once. I mean, the struggle is real. I get all of it. But you have to set aside your priorities and what's important for your children. You know, we could spend all day. We love to dress them. We love to let them have the latest sneakers, the latest clothes, you know. But think about their future. You know, something happens to you. You know, teach them how to invest. Teach them how to save their money. Teach them how to keep their money coming in. Keep them how to be entrepreneurs. Teach them something, you know. And we are so quick to want our kids to keep up with the Joneses and buy them this and buy them that. You know what? We're not serving them nothing good, because it's easy to go to the mall, you know. But leave them something where if something happens to you, well, my mama loved me enough. Both of my parents love me. Both of them, as they say, both of them. Because I ain't have to, they didn't leave me to worry. I ain't have to worry about burying my mother or my father. And I thank God for that. I ain't have to worry about burying either one of my parents. I was able to go to the funeral home, pick out what I needed to pick out for them, call the insurance company, give the funeral home the insurance company information. I was done. I didn't have to put up a GoFundMe. But that's your choice. It's your choice. Nobody have to do a GoFundMe. They didn't even have no GoFundMe back in the day when my mom passed away. She died in 1987. You know, but she was prepared, you know. So you have to learn to live around those necessities that you need, you know. So what? I don't go get my nails done. You know, my daughter treat me to get my nails done. My daughter do special things for me. I'm not used to doing those type of things because you know what? Because I was so used to being responsible, making sure my kids were good, making sure I have insurance, car insurance, life insurance, health insurance, disability insurance, all type of insurance, to making sure I am covered in case something happens. When I had to have that kidney transplant, every month a check was coming in. Besides my paycheck, I was getting checks from being hospitalized, from short and long-term disability. I had to pay for all of that. So I had to learn to live my life around that. And at that time, I was paying like $250 a month. But I had to pay it. Also, that $250 don't even count in my budget. Because I know that my insurance is to take care of me, because things are going to happen in life. Things are going to happen in life. And you know what people do. As soon as something happens, you know, people talk. I don't care if it's your family, your best BFF. They're going to talk like now. And them the ones that know your business. Them the ones that you go out partying with and drinking with and spending up all your money. The first thing they're going to say, now all that money she be blowing, she could have had some insurance. All that money she done got her nails and her hair did and all that stuff, she could have did so and so. You know, I'm just being real about it, you know, and I felt led to talk to you all about that, because, and I know, and I'm not saying you don't have to look good, you don't mean not to look good or not buy you something once in a while, but put your priorities in order. You got to prioritize what's important. You know, death can knock at any of our doors, you know, at any time. You know, you out here, you could be driving, sitting in a restaurant, anything could happen. It ain't about, oh, you down to old age no more. Little babies getting killed at parties, getting shot, you know, getting killed. And we need to have insurance on our children. $10,000 policy. Easy peasy. What is it going to cost you? $17 a month. Get $25,000 on. I still have a little policy on these kids I've had for years. They grown. I probably done paid the face amount of the damn policy by now. But they behinds covered. And they also have their own insurance because they're grown adults. But I still cover them. Because I've been doing it. I'm so used to doing it. I've been doing it since they've been born. You know, your children need coverage. Not just health insurance. So y'all need to really think about this thing. And like I said, if you remarry, if you're not with the father or whatever, even if you do, you have all that stuff in order so your kids can be taken care of. And your kids won't be sitting out here trying to figure out what's the next step, what next step they're going to make, what's going to happen, who going to take care of them. They need a place to live. They need to do this. They got to do that. At least they have a couple of dollars, you know, that they can at least sit on or, you know, fall back on or have some cushion, you know. So just take this word of advice, y'all, and believe what I tell you. Mama Bree, y'all know, always keep it 100. Things I tell y'all are things that I wish someone had told me. And not necessarily this subject, because my mom always believed we just a family that you gonna have some insurance. My mama just raised me to be very responsible. So not about this subject, but y'all know I keep it real, and I try to enlighten people, because I lost my mom when I was 19. So a lot of things my mom did teach me, but a lot of things I had to learn, and I like to share it because it helps somebody. It really does. So just think about that. I mean, we all say how much we love our children, and we love them to the moon and back, and 3 times around the universe, and infinity, and definity, and unity, and all that stuff. I'm being funny right now, but I'm saying y'all get what I'm talking about. You love them enough. Make sure you have your priorities in order, and that means making sure they are good. Let me tell you something. And step parents, they love you, boo. They ain't stun your children like talking about. And that's not all of them. Depends on how they treat them when you're around. You can peep that. And even if they do treat them nice when you're around, things change. Like I said, when money is involved, things get funny. But if you put your priorities in order while your eyes are still open, you'll know what time, and you'll know how it's gonna go down if something happens to you. That's all I'm saying. So handle your business. We always saying we 100 and we this and we that. Handle your business. And I ain't talking about just because you own a business. I ain't talking about you running after you grabbing a bag, all of that. We doing all of this stuff. And as soon as one of your tails die, they got to do a GoFundMe, because you're not putting your priorities in order. It ain't just about running after the bag, grabbing the bag, securing the bag, having all these businesses, doing all this stuff. You have to be responsible, and you have to prioritize what's important. So for the ones that has children, if you are doing your thing, kudos to you. Go encourage somebody else to do the same thing. And as always, these are just my opinions, and these are the things that I do. And I'm just like, this is whoever wants this, that's who it's for. So if you don't care for it, you don't care to hear it, or if you got your mess all figured out, that's fine. So this video may not be for you. But for the ones that this video can help, if you don't have your businesses in order, I pray that this video help you get your business in order and help you get your priorities in order. And you don't even have to have a huge policy. You can get something that's in your budget. That means you got to stop eating out all the time. That means maybe you got to do your own hair sometimes. That means you may have to do your own pedicure sometimes. But make sure you have things in order to take care of your loved ones in case if something happens to you. So until next time, you guys, Mama Bree love y'all. Y'all take care of one another. Y'all be safe out here. And we still in the COVID world. Y'all wear y'all masks. I love you all. Bye-bye.